It's so important that we say friendship, love is just as important.
It's just as important.
Yeah.
Tu ne devrais jamais donner à quelqu'un le pouvoir de t'humilier. T'es une fille géniale. Reste comme tu es.
Aimee and Eric are kind of two of the most people-pleasing characters in the show, and they very much up until this season, really, I think they've become a lot more assertive. The fact that Aimee even kind of lets there be conflict between her and Maeve, like she faces it and she goes into it and she says, let's talk about it, is just a huge step.
She actually allows them to grow up so much. Like, she doesn't realize, but like she ends up forcing them to be strong and be assertive and expressive with hope and everything. And the uniforms, you see what happens when you suppress people and you take away their individuality and you take away their expression, it's just going to explode. So it's better just to let people be who they are.
Yeah.
And then you won't end up with egg on your face. Hope.
Yeah.
It's such like interesting journey that Eric goes on, because I guess for him, he's not just a gay man, he's also a young Nigerian man as well, and he wants to go back to the country that his parents are from. But it's an undeniable fact that it's obviously illegal to be gay in Nigeria. And so I think it was really great that Laurie brought up that conversation, because you get to see like how Black queer people have to kind of navigate through life and navigate cultural stereotypes, racial stereotypes, sexual stereotypes, and how they navigate through all of that, and expectations from all those elements as well, and how because they can be very contradictory as well. We're so free here, and Moordale is such a like example of like freeness and inclusion, and that it's very easy to get lost in that world. But you have to remember that in this world that we live in, it's very dangerous for a lot of people to exist. It's very dangerous for women out there. It's very dangerous for LGBT people. Like, there's a lot of dangers in this world, and I think it's great that Laurie Nunn kind of put those realities into the script that we can bring up and talk about.
I remember like Ben and Runyararo being like, we want these bits between Maeve and Aimee to be like just as romantic and just as, if not more than the like romantic like partnerships, because it's true love, like this friendship, platonic, gorgeous love. And it's the same with Otis and Eric. Like, the moments between the two of them are just so beautiful, and it's so important that we say friendship, love is just as important.
It's just as important.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah. Sorry, I just because friendship is love as well. Like, it's a type of love. I say that about my best friend that I live with, Paxi, all the time. I'm like, we are literally a married couple. Like, we are actually married to each other. Like, we are in love with each other, but we don't have sex. Do you know what I mean? But like, that I love like friendship love is just as important as romantic love, I think.
100%.
Sorry, I just stole your point, Aimee. That was your point, but I agree with you fully.
You built on it.
We're helping each other expand.
We're a team. You know, when someone's done something hurtful to you, or they've done something bad to you, they've abused you, or they've bullied you, it's so easy to think it's to make it something that you've done. And there's something, you know, to go, there's obviously something wrong with me. And it's only through talking about it with other people that you go, oh, it's not, you know, it's really through that talking and through sharing and working through that shame, with whether it is in therapy or whether it is through with your friends. People just, you need people, really. You need you need someone to tell you it is not your fault. And the more you talk about it, the more hopefully you can really, really, really start to know that, like, and believe it, because it's not. And I think it's a really, we were talking before about like bullying as well, that being a theme, and just that becoming so about, oh, it's obviously if I change this about me, then people will stop bullying me or people will stop attacking me. And actually it's their problem, and you have to make sure that you know that it's their problem and not make it yours, because it's not yours.